One of the fastest growing sports in the UK is mixed martial arts, and here in South Wales it's no different. This afternoon I'm here in the Mat Academy just outside Cardiff to meet one of Wales's premier mixed martial artists, Mr. Lewis Long.
It's mixed martial arts, so most people have a good boxing style, which is, there's no difference really. There's some different shots, like you throw them over the top and whatnot, more so, because it's only small gloves. Doesn't take, and a heavy shot over the top of that works wonders like a sledgehammer. But we're allowed to elbow, knee and kick, so we can easy jab and step in with elbows, ideally looking to cut our opponent on the forehead. If they can't see, you can't fight. So elbows generally quite lethal. More of a cutting technique than a knockout. There's lots of different elbow styles. Knees, again, nobody wants to be kneed in the gut. I'd rather be kneed in the face than the gut. So you can knee, you can drive straight through the middle. Good. Yeah, bam, to the head. And then kicks. Left big kicks. Okay. Again, all different. And it changes the range. Body kicks are different range to punching. So you've got to be very aware of different zones. Nobody definitely don't want to get kicked in the liver. Same as you don't want to get body shotted in the liver. It's a fight ender.
The main differences between boxing and mixed martial arts is, in boxing, once you're on the floor, the boxing stops, the referee counts, whereas in mixed martial arts, actually the fighting continues while on the floor.
Yeah.
And one of the most important skills to get is being able to take somebody down, and I think Lewis is going to demonstrate that to us now, hopefully quite gently, Lewis.
Well, the good thing is with boxing is you can keep your guard up, but the problem is it leaves our legs open for either kicks or takedowns. Okay, so they'll set up a double leg takedown. So if I 1-2 and his guard comes up, there, bam, bam, sets the legs up for a takedown.
And you can actually kick and use the knees in mixed martial arts. Now, I've never been kicked before, I've boxed before, but I've never been kicked before, so just be careful when you're demonstrating this now, Lewis.
Like boxing, as I said, when someone jabs you, typically they have a habit of going heavy on the front foot. It's something I look for, particularly for like a low leg kick. So as he goes to jab me, so if he jab me, the weight comes forward, that's it, there. And as we do, we step and kick the leg. So what happens is, as he's trying to attack me, I'm constantly picking his leg off. As soon as our weight is over, I'm picking his legs.
What would you say are the main attributes that make a good MMA fighter?
Dedication, same as anything. You've got to work hard. Talent is a brilliant thing, but again, hard work beats talent. Just in the gym every day, learning, that's the way you win. Just having better technique, really, better skills, and this is what it's about.
Why do you think mixed martial arts has become so popular over the last, say, 10 years across the world, and especially here in Wales?
I think with a lot of high-level boxing, it's become stagnant. Sort of everybody knows who's going to win, or but with MMA, there's, as I said, so many different variables. A fight could be won at any time. I know, same with boxing, but there's so many areas to win or lose. You can lose a fight in just a simple move on the floor or one takedown. It's gone wrong. You can just mess it up a little bit and it's choked out. That's that.
Who are the sort of top few mixed martial arts fighters within Wales along with yourself?
At the moment, there's no one in at the level of UFC. So guys like Brett Johns, he's 12-0, won this weekend, just gone out in America. Jack Marshman, John Phillips, the level in Wales is going up, and it's only a matter of time before we notice and get the opportunity to fight in UFC. And when we do, I don't think there's any stopping us, to be fair. I think we've just been not here just yet, but when we are, look out.
And the UFC, of course, is the sort of premier mixed martial arts organisation in the world. Can you just speak a little bit about that and about that organisation?
Yeah, well, the UFC is, as you said, like the Premier League of MMA. It's where all the best fighters are, supposedly, and that's where everyone is to make a name for yourself. It's just very difficult to get in the call up. And so far no one Wales has done it, so hopefully one of the boys always will get a chance soon and we can just make a name for Wales. It's about bloody time, racists.
And of course, with the UFC, the big advantage that it's got over boxing is that they control all the best fighters and they make sure the best fights happen.
Yeah, there's no. I think a lot of time with boxing, it can be sometimes about who you can not fight, but with UFC, is you're fighting this guy pretty much next. If you don't, then you're going to get called up pretty soon. You know, you're going to get found out pretty soon if you try and duck someone. So, I'm not saying all boxers duck, so people are like, oh, don't have a go with me for that.
Watching mixed martial arts and UFC on television, at times it does look quite brutal. Some like brutal knockouts and arms being broken and a lot of blood. Have you had any particularly bad injuries in your time as a MMA fighter?
Nothing really in the cage. Stupid stuff outside the cage, really, like falling over and walking into things. But no, the main things is the years, you know. They take a hell of a bashing, I tell you. So no real injuries from fighting. A couple of cuts, but you know that's only cosmetic at the end of the day, and everyone can expect that. Few injuries in the joints, but nothing really. And
you can actually make an argument that MMA is not as dangerous for your health as boxing.
Yeah, you could, yeah, because as I said before, the fights are ended very quickly. You know, the ref they decide and just jumps in and stops the fight. Whereas sort of boxing, if you get an 8 count, you're left to recover and take more concussive blows. You know, everything's there to prolong the fight. Bigger gloves, so you don't take as much damage. Whereas MMA, you get the choke, you can go in and choke someone out in 10 seconds, and then obviously there's no concussive damage or head trauma. You know, whereas boxing, everything's centered really towards the head.
And I also believe that you've got a big fight coming up soon.
Yeah, fighting in South Wales again, first time this year for a European title on the 25th of July. So hopefully that should be, I know it's going to be a good fun.
Can you tell us a little bit about your opponent and his sort of fighting style?
Fighting a gentleman, Lee Kay's very good record. He's won the majority of his fights on the floor. So, God knows, could go anywhere. So that's what I'm looking for. It's just, well, as I said, I start on my feet. So, see how it ends. I start standing, so that's the way I'll go in. I'll wade through anything and just keep throwing punches and see where we sort of end up.
Do you have a plan when you go into a fight, or do you just say now, you just sort of see what happens?
As I think most of us have heard, you know, plans go out the window when you get hit, and it is very true. I have sort of a drill or train sort of how I want to fight, and so I don't really go in with an idea. I go in with just an idea, not really a plan. And then whatever happens in the fight, just listen to my cornerman and mix it up. If you can mix it up in the fight when where you want to be advantageous is going wrong and you can change it up, then that's when you can start looking good, winning. And you've got to listen to your corner.
And if anyone watching this interview today now on Made in Cardiff TV would want to get involved in mixed martial arts, what should they do?
Give me a call and get training. Simple as.